And that's the beauty of live TV, man. I hate this microphone. Happens all the time when I do this. Let me run it back. Joe? Thank you so much. I'm John Anthony, Chair Shot Sports. This is the inaugural episode of Talkin TNA, guys. And what a time to do it. An amazing show tonight. TNA Rebellion. This show's been in the works for a while. We've had Mania, other stuff going on, stuff in my life, other people's life. I don't have a co-host right now. If you notice, it's not the Brady Bunch screen going on. It's just me, myself, and I, just out here talking. Brian, thank you so much, man. Thanks for looking out. We would have gotten 25 minutes into a mute show, so thank you so much, man. Kudos out to you, brother. But yeah, no, I'm doing all right. I'm doing great. I'm feeling awesome. I'm rejuvenated. I'm slept. We did about 25, 30 hours. I don't know. Stampede isn't in here, so he doesn't. Our resident encyclopedia for wrestling and everything that we do. I don't know, we did a lot of hours. We did a show every night last week live, whether it was on about NXT, Stand Deliver, WrestleMania, about AEW. We were live all the time. That's what we do at Chair Shot Sports. So before I do anything else, if you're watching right now, do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. And if nothing else, please hit the thumbs up. It helps me, helps us in the algorithm, the whole thing of YouTube. I don't do this for pay. I do this for fun, but I do want people to get out there and see my videos. So please, if you do anything else, please hit the thumbs up, give us a like. And if you like what you hear, give us a subscribe and give us a shot. I appreciate it. So let's get into it, guys. TNA Rebellion, an amazing lineup tonight. I'm just going to start at the top, go down to the bottom, obviously getting to some great championship matches we have lined up. Mike Santana, Mustafa Ali are probably going to kick it off in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This has been going on for a while, man. Santana can go ever since going over to TNA, kind of getting out of LAX, getting into his own, finding his own singles career has been great. Mustafa, ever since coming over to TNA and this gimmick that he's had, is just so good. Uber heel, you hate it. He's got a whole, it's almost very JBL-ish, right? He has his cabinet, he's a chief of staff, all this other stuff, right? He's got guys that are doing matches for him. Very JBL heelish, right? Love it. Love what he does as that character. He went away for a little bit. I'm glad they brought him back. He's a great addition to the roster. Can do a lot of things in that ring, inside and out. Very athletic, also ground and pound. I think this match is going to be awesome. Falls count anywhere in TNA tells me they're going to do falls count anywhere. They're going to take it out into the arena. Maybe they're going backstage. Who knows where they're going to end up? Somewhere in that arena. Hell, maybe they'll go outside. I don't know. But for this match, I got to tell you, I think the best practice to move forward right now, Santana can do okay moving forward. Ali needs to get a W to just keep the braggadocious hit character, everything going on with him. He needs a dub here. He needs to have something to brag about and kind of carry that into Slammiversary and the rest of the year too going on. So I think Mustafa Ali walks out of here with a hard fought, and there's going to be blood, guys. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be fun. I'm excited for it. Mustafa Ali's walking out of there with a 1-2-3, and he's going to be the winner in that match. Then we got Ace Austin, the Rascals, taking on the System. Huge fan of the System. Shout out to Moose. We're going to be talking about him and his match in a little bit. Moose is going to be coming on in a few weeks. Stuff on our end, on Chair Shot Sports, something that Moose has done, but unfortunately we've had some stuff on our end happen. So Moose will be a future guest in about 2 to 3 weeks on our show. So we're very, very excited. Hopefully he's still got that X Division Championship, man. It's going to be awesome to see that match tonight. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But as far as the six-man tag, it's going to slap, baby. It's going to slap. The Rascals are great. Ace Austin doing great stuff. Obviously, being by himself right now, not having any ABC with him. But the System are going to come out. They're going to kill it like they always do. A nice, tight-knit faction. I love no matter what happens, all the gold, none of the gold. They're still here. They're still keeping it going. Zach, what's going on, baby? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for showing your support. Appreciate it. Again, guys, fully interactive. I'm flapping my guns here. I'm flapping my gums. I'm giving my opinions. Feel free to throw something how you feel in the side comments. I have a lot of them, so if I can, I'll throw them up here. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it as a group, collectively with the class. I think it's going to be hard fought. I think the system's going to do a lot of nefarious things, a lot of non-tags, things behind the ref's back, all that kind of stuff. But I can definitely see, and I think how it's going to go down. The Rascals and Ace Austin are going to walk out of here with a 1-2-3. And I like the matches that they have that aren't for titles are going to be exciting. The teams that they have together in that ring are going to be awesome. It's going to be epic, high-flying, ground stuff, good stuff, obviously. Exciting, nefarious, pop, cheer, boo, the whole night. It's going to keep you interested. It's going to keep you intrigued and keep you nice and warm until that main event comes. So I think Ace Austin and Rascals walk out of there with the win. They get the 1, 2, 3. And into another match is going to be pretty interesting. Talked about it while I was muted, so you guys didn't hear me talking about it. Elijah taking on a TBA, however you want to talk about it. Who does everybody think Elijah's opponent is going to be? Throw it up in the comments if you're watching. I see all 85 of you. Throw it out there. Let me know. Let me know who you think it's going to be. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I've gone back and forth between thinking maybe it's someone on the roster, someone returning, maybe it's someone from NXT. I have my finger on the pulse that it's going to be someone from NXT. I feel like it might be maybe Alexis King. That's kind of my throw out there. Can't really see anyone else that might fit the bill as far as Lexus just lost his belt. He does have a match this upcoming Tuesday for the North American Championship over on NXT on Tuesdays, but why not have him come down on TNA? Kind of keep it rolling a little bit, right? Kind of upset. He's pissed off. He wants to take it out on someone. He wants to walk with Elias. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I don't know, man. I think it could be a new signee. You take away a lot of other pieces because everyone's in the X Division match. You take away Slater, you take away Cardona, Navarro, all of them. You take them all out of the equation. I'm like, oh, they're not going to be in 2 matches. So I'm gonna have to put my money on Lexis King. I'm going to say Lexis King is going to be the guy who comes on debuts against Elijah tonight on TNA. Then we go into the match I referenced a couple times. We got the Ultimate X match, guys. Moose, Navarro, Slater, Cardona, Vaquero, and Sidney Akeem is an amazing addition to this match. High flying all day. For those of you that don't know what the X Division Ultimate X match is, pretty much above the ring, 2 pretty much elastic bungee kind of ropes above that make an X. You have to crawl and shimmy on those ropes to the middle of the ring and grab the belt. This is probably the one match when they were talking about how we're going to get this. Moose has been cracking skulls, just running roughshod in the division. The man is huge. So clearly he has a little bit of an advantage over a lot of people in the X Division. This match, though, is definitely not up Moose's alley. Not taking away from Moose. I can see that man all like 200-something pounds, him shimmying across, grabbing that belt. I can. But all these other dudes, the other 5 guys in this match, are definitely going to be doing the same thing. With that being said, Slammiversary is right around the corner. And I'm looking at it, and it's hard to pick. With this, when you're this close, it's like, do they get rid of do people retain here? And do they have them maybe drop it at Slammiversary, which is the big pay-per-view? A lot of big names here. A lot of big names, man. It's tough. It could go either way. I've gone back and forth. I had Mikiro, I had picked. I had him picked. I feel like that he's the newcomer, could be good at the game. It's a fresh up. I don't know how he's going to do it. But I'm telling you right now, Moose is walking out still your X Division champion, and hopefully another week or two he's on the show talking about just about how much he had to get down and put up in that match to keep the belt. So you heard it here first. Moose is retaining that X Division championship. He's walking out still your TNA X Division champion. And then we come to another non-title match, but just as exciting, just as interesting. Fatal Influence is taking on Rosemary, Zia Brookside, and Li Ying Lee. In a 6-woman tag. That's going to be awesome. Influence can go. They can wrestle. You see what they do on Tuesday nights. Great throwing him in here, especially with Rosemary and Zia Brookside. And you like to see a nice little, there's going to be a nice, decent mix of the heel wins and the face wins and the feel goods and the boos and cheers and things like that. But for everything I've seen over the past couple weeks on TNA and on NXT, with those matches, the singles matches the girls have been going back and forth with, I gotta say, I feel like Fatal Influence here is going to be walking out your champions. I feel it. I got a feeling right in here. I just feel it. I feel like I can just JC Jane just bragging about it Tuesday if they get the win. I just feel it right over here. It's gonna be hard fought. It's gonna be a great match. I think all 6 of these ladies can go. Take any of the 2 out of all of them and put them in a tag. They can be going for the Knockouts Tag Championships, which we'll be talking about a little bit. But I gotta tell you, I think Fatal Influence here, man. I'm telling you, they get the win. They pull it out. They take it over to NXT. We gotta listen to them and whine about it, about how great they are over on Tuesday nights. Take a minute too before we keep going. About 120 something you watching. Thank you so much for watching. This is the inaugural, the debut episode of Talkin TNA. It's gonna be a weekly episode every Friday morning following TNA Impact the night before, talking about everything TNA from the show the night before, going into any pay-per-views and obviously post shows, preview shows, everything like that is going to be here as well. Do me a favor, if this is your first time or you're a long time, if you haven't liked, comment, subscribe, do all three of those, or do me a favor, at least for nothing, hit the thumbs up button, man. I appreciate you guys. It helps us out. It helps us in the algorithm. I do this for the love of the game, and the more you hit that thumb, the more everyone gets to hear what we got to say here at Chair Shot Sports, and I appreciate that more than you guys know. That's why I do this every day, every week, all the time. So I appreciate you guys. So with that being said, back to the show. Ash and Heather by Elegance, Metaphor, Spitfire, and Gigi and Paxley for the Knockouts Tag Championships. Guys, this match is going to slay. This is going to be a fire match. All these guys can go. I'm sorry. All these ladies can go. All of them. All of them, man. I'm telling you, so excited. I went all around, looking at it from every angle, looking at how would I book this, or like who could win this, and I see everybody and their brother. Almost like when it was Mercedes going in the Owen, and I was picking against Owen. I'm telling you, Julia Hart's going to win. Everyone's picking against me. I have a feeling. First of all, everyone's telling me it's Ash and Heather by Elegance. Might be a certain someone that George has on the radar that might help them win. That could happen, and that might just happen. Shout out to George as well. One of the top concierges in the business. Also be coming on the show soon, so we're excited for that as well. That was like Metaphor, man. They're putting in the work on Tuesday nights. And if you're a TNA person and you're not watching NXT on Tuesdays, you're killing. You're doing a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice, guys. Watch the product on Tuesdays, just as good as on Thursdays, man. The girls, Gigi, all of them, Pax, Metaphor, they're all slaying it over on Tuesday nights. You guys, if you're only TNA, you should be so happy to see them over in Rebellion on Thursdays and tonight on Sunday, because they're great. They're great at what they do. I love it. Awesome to see. And again, I'm letting you guys know anything I'm saying, you agree, you disagree, you got something you want to get off your chest and talk about, feel free to jump in the comments. After I'm done doing this, we'll talk about it. We'll share it with the rest of the class. We'll comment. We'll vote, whatever you guys want to do. But definitely, please, very interactive. The more you guys are interactive with me, the more fun we can have with this. I looked at Spitfire, the grizzled vets, two-time champs. They're just in the game. They know how to work as a tag team. They know how to hold the gold. And more importantly, they know how to get the gold back. And then I looked at Gigi and Pax and I'm like, man, they're hot right now. Those two ladies are hot regardless, if you know what I'm saying. No respect to any of the ladies in this match. All of them are fine and beautiful women, all of them. But I'm looking at Gigi and Pax, but that's a sexy pick, man. They're hot right now. They're killing it on Tuesdays. They're doing a great job over when they're on Thursdays. I'm going to go against the grain. I know everyone is saying Ash and Heather, and maybe they are the ones that walk out of there with some nefarious tactics and a little bit of help from someone that's trying to add on to their roster right now. But I'm going to say Gigi and Paxley walk out new TNA Knockouts Tag Champs, man. I'm telling you, I feel it. I just got a gut. There's not a lot of times that when the TNA and NXT brands kind of mesh and get together, it's not really a lot of times that they let the other one take the other one's gold and go to the other brand. It's kind of just they throw them all together and then that champion wins and they kind of retain it. So I don't know, man. I'm going to go with Gigi and Paxley just to be that guy. And when it happens, just to take my victory lap with everybody. Like, told you so. All right. So that's what we have coming out. Steve Macklin, Eric Young, man, EY out here killing it. Looking to have a banger for the new international title. Can we talk about how beautiful that new title is? All my beautiful, beautiful sky baby blue. Perfect amount of stuff on the belt. Like you got the flags, you got the globes, but just not too much, but just enough. Such a beautiful and well-made belt, man. Oh, you'll love to see it. Awesome stuff. And it's going to have a great lineage, man. I think some of the matches, everyone knows, man, back in the day, I mean, now, even more so now, I mean, WWE, your IC champions, your US titles, the mid-card guys that are just out there grinding. You guys are pretty much on a match every night of the week when your show is on. Same thing, I think, with this international title. This is going to be the workhorse title. There he is. Look at this guy, Stampede. What's going on, baby? What's going on? Friends. This guy's saying friends. I hope you're being facetious, like you're talking about the people in the comments, man. You see I'm by myself. You see the Brady Bunch anywhere around me? It's just me tonight, baby. We are somewhat taking applications for our co-host for this show. We'll talk about that at the end of the show. Then that's the one. Thank you. That's exactly what I was trying to say. It gave me an old school feel almost, right? It gave me like the old school looking belts with more so the leather and just the color to it. All you see now is if you look behind me, you get the black with the big W in the middle, right? It's the same old, same old. This was something, it had TNA on it, but it's just so much more around it. It just makes it so nice and just crisp. I love it. Enough about fawning over the belt. Let's talk about the match of the two guys that are fighting for it, right? Macklin, Young. This match, anyone knows Eric Young is a beast in that ring, and Macklin has come into his own. I was cheering for this dude back 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, saying this guy was going to be a gem. Telling you, man, didn't get a lot of love, had a lot of low-key matches, was in some rivalries, but took a lot of L's. Now it's so good to see him rise up, come up, and get that belt, baby. Such a great champion. He's got such a great look, such a great persona. I love him. He does great in the ring. Him and Eric Young have some of the best chemistry of two guys on that roster. And I'm telling you, man, when they took the pin, and then I saw it was like Eric Young and there was going to be Macklin facing each other this Sunday. I was like, banger, 5-star. Let's go. If anyone knows about these two guys, and I'm excited to see it. Unfortunately for Eric Young, though, as I say with a lot of champions, and it does happen sometimes, especially if you're the women's tag champs from WrestleMania, and then you have to fight the next night, you lose your belts. Thank you, Stampede. Appreciate that. Thank you for backing me up on that. He definitely is underrated, man. He does some great stuff, and they're a great seller, great move set, finisher, and signature that are awesome, very unique, great to see. What's this? We got Chris over here. What's going on, Chris? Hey, man, listen, if you're on X and you're on YouTube, whatever, it's okay. We're going to do TikTok, too, but I didn't feel like talking to two different things. So we'll do TikTok for the post show, though. But thank you so much for jumping in, Chris. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. But yeah, no. So, again, I really think Macklin here, they're going to be a banger of a match. Macklin's gonna walk away here and retain. Have a nice little healthy run. I think anytime, too, I think Seth Rollins proved that when he won the inaugural World Heavyweight Championship over on Raw. And then you had Chelsea Green as the Women's United States Championship. And then you had, obviously, Valkyria with the Women's IC, who's still a champion. Lengthy runs of debut belts just makes, you want to put a nice little start on that belt. You don't want to start having a hot potato real quick. So Macklin is walking out with a 1-2-3, a powerful 1-2-3 over Eric Young. He's walking out of there, still the international champion. Then we get into some good stuff, man. We're getting into some awesome stuff. Next 3, all gold is on the line. Awesome matches going up. Let's get into it. Hardys, Nemeth brothers, man. Ryan and Nick for the TNA Tag Team Championships, man. Again, I'm looking at this and I'm going back and forth. Hardys were giving me Faxium vibes. And if you watch my shows, what I mean by that is there's a lot of times where when I do a lot of these predictions, I pick how I'll book. Right? I don't just be like, oh, that's a sexy pick. I know that person's going to win, but let me pick this person. Here's why. Maybe a broken clock is right twice a day, right? Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll be the one to be like, I called that. But yeah, I just look at the Hardys. We've been talking about the Hardys coming back to WWE for a little bit now. It's been rumored. Matt wants Jeff to get one more run. Matt wants to have one more run in WWE with his brother. Obviously, Jeff overcoming a lot of demons. God bless him and shout out to him, man. Has looked amazing in the ring, done an amazing job at TNA, being champions, just being a great locker room guy. Then you have Ryan and Nick. Now, obviously, Nemeth dropping the World Heavyweight Championship over in TNA. Not really doing a lot of stuff. I think the Nemeth brothers pull it off here. I think they pull off the upset. Not for nothing, though. It's not a bad thing. Might be some, obviously, nefarious stuff going on. Get them as some solid heels. I think the Hardys drop them here. And we see them debut maybe at Backlash, maybe pop up on a Raw or SmackDown, maybe even go bring their asses down to NXT and pop up down there. Who knows? But I think this is maybe I'm jumping the gun. And again, I talked about earlier too. No, see, I went Stampede. I went back and forth, man. I went back and forth because I know that's the pick. And let me just finish what I was going to say before I put that up. Slammiversary is right around the corner. I feel like if there's going to be a swan song for the Hardys, it's going to be Slammiversary, which I'm buying tickets to. So very, very excited to be going to my first Slammiversary of TNA. So very, very excited over New York. Very, very excited. So I'm probably jumping the shark here, and I'm probably like, okay, no, I'm thinking ahead to what's going to happen at Slammiversary, but I just have a feeling. I have a feeling, a hunch, if you will. Just something in the back of my head telling me that this is where the Hardys drop them because the Hardys need to come up at this time in the tag division. And again, I look at it and I go, man, I look over at WWE and I go, man, Raw, who's the tag champs over on Raw? You got, the SmackDown, you got the Street Profits, right? First of all, shout out to anybody in these comments who saw the TLC match on SmackDown Friday night, man. Give me a hell yeah. Y'all better give it A++ up and down the board. The only thing that pisses me off is that match wasn't on WrestleMania. All right, that match had every damn right to be on night 1 or 2 of Mania. And the fact it was on SmackDown, like, God bless those 3 teams. They left it all out there, man. What a show. What a way to end the show. It was commercial-free, too. No breathers, no lagging holds, no laying on the mat. We're going all out. That's it. You guys are going for 35, 40 minutes. Go. Great, great match. So I say all that. SmackDown to say who's over on Raw. The New Day. White hot heat. White hot heels. Who better than to pop out than the Hardys against the New Day? Uber heel. Uber face. Makes all the sense. They pop whatever match happens at Backlash. Something happens. The Hardys come out the top of the ring maybe after they win. So maybe they do an open challenge at Backlash. I wouldn't want to see the New Day drop the belts yet. They need a good little decent run to kind of solidify the heelish stuff, the gimmick they have going on right now. So definitely want to see them keep it. But I can see the Hardys maybe debuting and then having to jump through some hoops, maybe win a contenders match, maybe lose one contenders match, just keep talking all that trash and junk to each other going through and through. Maybe the New Day costs them one of their contenders matches, things like that. But that's why, Stampede, I'm saying, I think if they don't retain, it makes sense because you can put them right up to Raw and come out against the New Day, which would be awesome. Awesome. Stampede talking about the TLC match real quick. Yeah, I agree. Man. And that I know you saw it too. That match would have been amazing. Amazing. On night 1. Hell, even night 2. Might have even be better than the main event we got on night 2, but that's for another show and another discussion. So before we get into the last two matches, guys, for everyone tuning in, all 170 something of you, listen, I've been saying it before, I'll say it again. If it's your first time tuning in, welcome. If you've been watching me for a long time, I will ask is a couple things: like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all of our shows. But please, if you do anything else, hit the thumbs up button. Please, it helps me. It helps us in the algorithm. If you like what you're hearing, you like what you're watching, if you're still here listening to me, do me a favor. You don't want to subscribe? That's cool, man. You got 15 other things you watch. That's cool. At least give us a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It does a lot for me and puts us more in the algorithm. More people see the show, and it helps all of us in the Chair Shot group. So I appreciate everybody doing that for me. With that being said, PSA out. We go to the Knockouts title. Masha Slamovich, Tessa Blanchard. And I got the gun out, man. I'm just shooting bullets, man. I'm going. Let's go. Again, I feel like we're setting up stuff for Slammiversary. Slamovich, amazing champion. Amazing champion. Well, probably would avoid people legally taking it away from the Juggernaut. Tessa Blanchard, as controversial as she is, and as much as people hate her, again, it's just in the back of my head, it's that voice just talking to me, man. And maybe all of these picks, we're going to sit here and talk about it on the post show later tonight, by the way. Immediately follow Rebellion, jump in here. Again, if you ring the bell and you subscribe, you'll know all about it. We're doing a post show immediately after the pay-per-view. We're talking about all the results, all the matches, all the title changes, all that good stuff. maybe I'm jumping the shark on everything, and maybe all this happens at Slammiversary, and all these people win the belts there because that's the go home, baby. That's the reset for them. That's their WrestleMania. I think Tessa Blanchard wins here. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I have to agree, man. That's what I'm saying. She's take away everything she said, and obviously nobody here condones anything she said. Everybody says some things they regret, they could take back. I'm sure if you go way back when I was in my early 20s, I'm sure I said something I didn't like on the internet, or there's a comment somewhere I shouldn't have said. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate it. No, thank you for your support. I appreciate you, man. But no, that Stampede, I'm in the same boat, man. We're sharing a brain on this. You got to pull the trigger, and I think giving her the belt now, and then whatever rivalry, maybe you build a rematch, Slamovich. I think it's going to be probably a multi-tier. I should say, I'm sorry, three-way dance, a four-way dance, however you want, four-way, fatal four-way, whatever you want to call it. I think we level up to that for Slammiversary, but you get Tessa the shock it off her winning tonight, and you start carrying that. And people get pissed. Let's say people get pissed off. People don't like it. She's going to cut. First of all, her leaning into it on the mic is amazing. Love, and WWE guy, man. Anytime you can like blur that line and lean into real life is amazing. The fact that like past Friday night, John Cena does an interview about not wanting to have kids. Him and his wife just don't feel at the time it's right thing to do. What happens in the ring on Friday night? Randy's telling John, "You need to have kids. That's the goal. That's gonna help all of this, man. Have some kids." When we're leaning into the real life stuff, I love it. No, I agree. That's why Tessa needs it. And again, it's a very good time to start the experiment. You do not want to have her get it at Slammiversary, then realize, too much heat, or just people are not buying this. Maybe we get it off for her, or take it the night after Slammiversary, something like that. Or the week after, I'm sorry, because they're on Thursdays. Maybe the week after Slammiversary. But I think you need to do it now, and that's why, again, sharing a brain on this. Tonight's the night. However it happens, I think Tessa Blanchard walks out. Your new TNA Knockouts champion. Book it, baby. And now here we are, the main event, the triple threat match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Joe Hendry, Kazarian, Ethan Page from NXT. There's so much, and I know Stampede definitely can agree with me on this. You don't have to write the comments. There's so many ways you could go with this, and this is why I think this is such a great triple threat match. Obviously, Kazarian is cashing in his call your shot opportunity, so this is his match. The Ethan Page factor, and that's why it's so funny. Like a lot of times, I think it's 100% now. If NXT comes in at TNA trying to win a belt or vice versa, it doesn't happen. But it's like, what if Ethan Page won the TNA championship? And he gets to walk into NXT, look over at Saints, and be like, that's some nice gold you got. I got myself some gold too. And the fact that he had to go to TNA to get some gold, and it's still one-upping Ricky because now he's a world champion, not the North American champion. It writes itself. Then there's Kaz. The man is the elder statesman. He is such a great guy. I met him in person. Obviously is a wicked dick on the air. Gets it over 100%, but is such a cool dude and such a locker room leader. Has been with that company since day one-ish. No, and that I'm getting to that. That's what I was about to say. I'm getting to that. And Chris, we'll get to your comment in a second as well. So I'm looking at Kaz. I'm like, man, he's running out of time. Like he's timeless and in amazing shape. But man, he's running out of time. And then it's Joe Hendry, and then I'm like, man, he just got his. And again, man, I'm not a Debbie Downer. I think it was amazing. I went out here. I get on my soapbox. For anyone who thinks it was bad for TNA, for Joe Hendry to get RKO'd and pinned by Randy Orton in the middle of that ring, I'm sorry, you just don't know wrestling. You don't know what they were doing for that brand. I know. I got your predictions. Don't worry. I got them right here. I got them started. I'll pull it up for you. It was amazing for TNA. It was amazing for the TNA Championship, and it was most amazing for one Joe Hendry. The fact that Randy did the Joe Hendry pose is like, and then he's laughing the whole time. Joe had a big smile on his face while he's on the ground if he's just getting RKO'd. Like, It was so great to elevate them. A TNA belt was just in a match at WrestleMania. So much good comes from that. Elevates, people, not that you didn't know who Joe Hendry was, because he's a meme. Everyone knows the clap, say his name, he appears. But if you didn't really know, and you're like, TNA, I got to look, maybe I'll look into that. You see there's a pay-per-view this Sunday. Maybe you're a casual and you want to maybe watch a couple matches. This is a damn good card to get into, by the way. If you're going to watch, this card is going to definitely make you, everyone's going to eat on this card. So again, I think it was great for all of it. So again, back to what Stampede said. I'm going to throw the comment up one more time. This is exactly why I can't pick against Joe Hendry. And the comments that were on NXT, if you watch the product on Tuesday nights, he had something he wanted to talk to Oba about. I'm really hoping they're not doing some kind of weird unification, which doesn't make any damn sense. We have some weird NXT TNA champion. Please, for everything that is holy. What's the meme from The Office? No, please no, please God no, don't do it. But I think it will be champion versus champion. Joe's contract is running up soon. It's not a surprise. Everybody knows. Everybody and their brother knows WWE wants to bring him into the fold in WWE, which I think would be great for Joe and for TNA. I'm sorry, and for WWE. And Slammiversary is the next big pay-per-view. If Joe's gonna drop, it's gonna be Slammiversary, something to do with Oba, or something with Oba and other people involved. But I don't think tonight is the night. It would make so much sense with Ethan Page. Maybe Ricky Saints gets involved. Maybe Ricky costs Ethan the belt. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Joe cannot lose here. I agree with that wholeheartedly. The man needs to win, get a 1, 2, 3, and show that, hey man, maybe I didn't get it done here, and I was able to not take down Randy Orton, but damn it, I'm still a champion of TNA, and I took down these two giants, and I'm awesome. It is the end of 2025. Thank you, Stampede. I was hearing what I read was July or August. It was up. So if 2025 is November, December, that again is perfect timing for anyone of WWE. Because if your contract is out in November, December, and you want to come into WWE, there's this cool match where they get about 30 dudes and 10 of them are mystery entrants. So you can throw your card into the hat over there and get into that match. So Joe Hendry debuting with the company, I should say, at the Royal Rumble would be awesome. Would love to see it. No, and that's what we were saying. That's why you need. That's what me and Stampede are saying. You got at some point. You need to have a litmus test. You need to run it. You got to run it out there. You got to have it with some gold and see just how much heat. Is it Dom heat? Where like eventually she's going to be able to overcome all that other stuff and become a champion. Just be obviously just a regular wrestler, or is it going to be so much backlash from no pun intended from everything going on from before in the past and bringing her in? Maybe it just isn't going to work right now, and maybe they ship her up to WWE and they experiment with something up there with her. So with all that being said, Joe Hendry is going to walk out and retain and still be your TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Guys, I don't think there's a match anywhere on this card. Obviously, you need that one. We got to get up, go to the bathroom, and refill your drink. But it's going to be hard pressed. You better go when they're doing some entrances as one of the six man and women tags, because you're going to need to do it quick. All these matches are going to slap. All of them are going to be awesome. Let's get back to Christopher. Let's go up here. Where you at, man? Let's bring it up here real quick. Lighty hand tested a win. I'm going to go with Masha. Okay. No, Masha winning, I'm not mad about. It makes sense. It's not bad about it. I'm not mad about it, but it just, again, it makes that much sense to really, you got to do it and then build her. If it gets the heat, you throw someone up there against her at Slammiversary, you get that marquee match. You want the ratings there. You want people to tune in. So again, while I'm talking, while I'm finishing up here, throw something in the comments. You want to throw out some predictions. You want anything I said, go against anything you want to bring up about TNA in general, Rebellion, anything that happened with Joe Hendry at Mania. Feel free, fully interactive. With that being said, while you guys are typing, we are actively looking to bring in a co-host for Talking TNA. As much as I love to hear myself talk for 35 to 45 minutes in a space, and I'm sure you guys love to hear my voice as well. So thank you. I am taking applications. Now, with that being said, it's not just going to be anybody. It's got to be a special somebody. I am looking for someone that has podcast experience, a very wealthy knowledge of the wrestling world. Very much, obviously, very much TNA. I want you to know what we're talking about. Obviously, past, present. You can't just jump in 3 weeks ago and be like, I love TNA. I need something. I need seasoned people, know the history. Obviously, have a mind for wrestling, know what's going on in NXT, know WWE. We like to tie things in here. Things, obviously, with TNA, it's a partnership. People are coming and going. You need to know who Gigi and Paxley are. If you don't watch NXT and you're like, oh, they're not on TNA a lot, you got to know. So with that being said, I'm throwing it out there. I'm going to put it up on X here and there. So if you yourself, someone that might want to give it a shot, shoot me a DM. We can talk. You can let me know pretty much your credentials and kind of your resume, what you've been doing. We can talk about it. You can email those over to me. We can talk about the DMs. And if maybe we can get there. But until then, it's this shiny face. It's a Joe Hendry face. I gotta have a zoom in. It's a Joe Hendry face until we find that. But yeah, listen, hey, thank you so much, man. I got almost 200 people on here watching. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to say it again before we get out of here and kind of sign off. I just want to say, if you're watching and it's your first time, thank you. This is the debut episode of Talkin TNA, the debut episode. If you watch me all the time, you see me on Mondays, Fridays, Wednesdays. Now you're going to see me on Thursdays. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. You know about all the shows we have. And please, if you do nothing else, if you're still here watching it, you've been watching me for the past 40 minutes, hit the thumbs up button, please. It helps me. It helps us in the algorithm. It helps me and all the other folks that are here under the media group. It helps their shows as well that are on the YouTube. Get seen, get heard. It helps the run-in. If you're a big fan of the run-in on Thursday nights, shoot us that. If you like to watch Jesse B and me talk on Wednesdays about AEW, shoot us a thumbs up. If you like watching the Raw Rundown or the SmackDown Shakedown, any prediction show that we do, all of our interviews, please, regardless of anything else, please shoot us a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it. Stampede, what are we doing? Throwing out. Got a plug. Hold on. Yes, the start of pay-per-view. Agreed. I second what he's saying. I'm sure there's plenty of people that will third and fourth it as well. Definitely will do that. Just wait till after Rebellion and after our post show. Then go watch it. Awesome. So with that being said, you guys are a little quiet in the comments, except for the shameless plug from Stampede. So, guys, thank you again. Debut episode, Talkin TNA. We're going to be here every week, talking everything TNA, weekly on Impact, and also all the pay-per-views, everything else going on. So with that being said, guys, again, I'll say it one more time because it just needs to be said. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. Know anytime we're doing a show, and please do. But if it's anything else you do today, besides watch our post show, watch Rebellion, is hit that thumbs up. It helps me and the other folks here at the media group, and we appreciate it. For me, Mike, Jesse B, Spedrock, all of them, and we all love you and appreciate you, and thank you for doing that. So, with that being said, guys, I'm John Anthony. This has been Talkin TNA. I've taken up enough of your guys' time. Go do it. Do the thing. Go to pay-per-view. Go to Roku. Go to download the TNA Plus app. Go get Rebellion. It's gonna be a hell of a show. And after you're done watching that, join me right here, right after, immediately following, for a live breakdown of everything on the Rebellion post show Talkin TNA. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon.